Hello everybody, I am Twisted and this is of course Sandustry, the game about automating and processing massive piles of sand. So we have some cool new things to talk about. There has been yet another demo update to Sandustry. I love this game so much, I love this dev so much. And we're actually gonna go through most of the changes because a lot of them are very important and very significant. The first change is that the flowers have been changed. Yes, they're now different. They're now a lot more manageable. They don't grow as wildly as they did before, and I tested it out and it's actually perfection now. I will design a new system in this video for automatically, yes, automatically processing flowers. And it's gonna be easy and simple and doable. And we're gonna literally just destroy all this because we don't need it anymore. I'm gonna block this off just so nothing comes in, because again, we don't need this stuff anymore. Just make sure it's all fully blocked off here. We're gonna create a brand new system and it's gonna be amazing. But let's go to the rest of the changes first, because they are very, very useful. One of the most important ones, to me at least, is the fact that you can now overwrite blocks. So for example, let's say I kind of want to move this pile of garbage to the left a bit, because it is kind of in the way. Previously what I would have to do, I would have to like delete the blocks, place a conveyor belt, move everything back. But what you do now, if you just select the item that you want, you can just draw over it, and if you hold control, it's gonna overwrite the existing block with the new one. That is such an amazing quality of life change. I love that. It's amazing. It works with anything, so we can just do this, and then we can just, replace this with a thrower. It's so easy. Just like plop it in, dude. Plop it in wherever you want. Just hold control. It replaces all the blocks that you need. It is great. It is amazing. Such a lovely quality of life change. Then, the next change is also kind of great. There is a new upgrade available. The Hydro Sponge. It's very cheap. If you do that, now with your grabber, what we can do is we can actually grab water. Move it elsewhere. You have that little bit of a, water puddle somewhere in an awkward spot. Not a problem at all. Not anymore. Just go ahead and grab it. This water, we'll just move it up here. Yeah, move it where it needs to be. That's so much better, dude. So easy. It doesn't work underground. So if you go underground exploring, you cannot actually move the water from there when you're underground. It is stuck, so you cannot cheese the game. You still have to do the exploration and getting the water to become steam to get it up there as you had to before. But if you get a little bit of a water puddle somewhere, it's no longer an absolute nightmare to move it. And also a change from the previous patch that I'm not sure if I mentioned. By the way, there's a water puddle right here. You just grab all of this. Beautiful, look at this. No more stuff. It's all there. Change from the previous update is you can move steam as well. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. I think I did. But these two changes combined mean that, if you get some steam or water stuck somewhere, it is very easily moved around. And there's water falling down here. But again, we can fix this water here. Give me that, dude. Give me the water. Put it where it belongs. Amazing change. Love it. Okay, next change. It's gonna be irrelevant for a lot of people. But also, if you go over here, you can see my bots are still working. They're still duping. They're still getting me red sand. But that is no longer possible to do. So there's no more world on the right. It doesn't exist. If you had it set up before the update, it's still gonna work. But you can no longer place drones over there. Also, another new change. Drones and every single item in the game, by the way, has its own unique icon. So you can actually tell what everything is. How cool is that? So I have drones on number 2. If I try getting a new drone, let's say below the existing spot, it actually does not work. I cannot set it. It is not possible. They will stay where they were, but they will not be able to be moved whatsoever. So that is a change, that's very needed. That's making me a little bit sad though, but it had to be done because it was just absurd the amount of stuff that you can get. And you still can get if you have it set up from before. There's a bunch of loading issues solved, so a lot of people have trouble with the game not loading, just endlessly loading forever, a white screen. Those should all be fixed now, which is great. The important one is that now, I'm gonna show this real quick, in a quick example. Let's just do something very quick here. Whoop, whoop. Just close it off. Okay, very, very, very quick change. Oh, God. Let's make this a bit wider, actually. We'll lose some lava, but whatever. Oh, did I want to remove that? Darn it. Okay, there's some lava here. It's a little bit wider, because I like it wide. And then we're going to place down a planter. And I said there's a lot of changes to plants. This is very important. Let's get a wet spore. Like one of them, right? Let's get one wet spore. This is a lot. This is a lot. This is not one wet spore. This is an absurd amount. Give me like one wet spore, please. There we go. I'm gonna drop it onto the planter. That's a lot of wet spores. Never mind. But yeah, they will grow in the planter as they always do, as they used to. But now the embers from the lava, so these like little fire bits that come up, they actually set the flowers on fire. So you can totally automate this. What you do is you just place lava below it, and as long as lava's there, it's gonna keep burning the flowers. Now you have to do a little bit of trickery because gold and metal leaves will fall into lava and displace it and get it out of the way, so that has to be solved. But I have a good solution for that, so stick around if you want to see that. And there's, of course, a lot of various factories you can do, a lot of options. I'm going to show you the one I made myself right after the update dropped, and that I think is kind of neat. We also have our gun here, which you should honestly upgrade, because we've been kind of, you know, abusing it and not really using it as much, and it is quite a good weapon. Okay, another great quality of life change. Again, it was not supposed to be like a patch reading update. There's so many cool things, I just want to show them off. So, previously, you could build, you know, blocks here, of course, and they would connect. What you do now, if you actually have a block that's half in, half out, it will get created. Previously, it would just be a green outline, but now the block will actually be created. It's going to be like a foundation block. I think they're still exactly the same, right? Yeah, it doesn't actually have any different function. You can still delete it as well. But it has a little bit of a different design, and you can actually kind of make nicer structures. Previously, you couldn't do this, right? Because you would have like a little nasty gap here. It would look weird. But now you can totally do it and just like have like a, you know, a bunch of things sticking in the pole with the extra outlines to build, and it looks great. Looks much nicer. I love it. Awesome change. A lot of control fixes, a lot of quality of life fixes for that. If you had a different keyboard and you would run into issues, that should all be fixed now. Some more item swapping things, so you can take like a shovel and put it onto a slot now without having to like struggle. Yeah, it just puts it on there, which is great and awesome. Used to be a bit of a problem before. Now we can totally do that, no problem whatsoever. I love it. All right, let's get to building, shall we? So we want to do a new plant area here. Let me just rocket all these excess flowers because they are a bit of a mess. And we have a lot of stuff here. This is going to require some major changes. The thing is, I'm kind of working in a limit. It's going to be a bit of an issue to get everything sorted the way I want it, but we can totally make it work. Also, I'm going to show you a cool thing, a cool way to like get a metallist and redstone that I found out. Gives you like a small amount that's manageable and gives you like an equal ratio. It's going to be great. And for that, we actually want to just do this to keep the duper going. Again, the duper works because I built it before the update. You can no longer build it. I'm going to keep it because if I don't, I'm going to run out of red sand and it's going to, you know, stop me from doing stuff. So that's why I'm going to keep it. Allow only a red sand to fall through. Let's have it like auto-saving. Like this. And we can just wall it off over there. Which will give us a decent amount to keep us going for the time being. Alright, so what we want to do here is we want to bring over some lava first and foremost. So the idea is, how do I get rid of all of this nonsense? Why does this all stop? This is all like, I have all these wet spores. Oh, right, because I blew everything up, all the wet spores fell down. I think that's the problem. I think what actually changed, and I could be wrong about this, I think is there no more seeds? Is that like removed now? Let me actually check real quick. There's some wet spores here. I think seeds might have been removed as an item. Right? Yeah, I think flowers just dropped wet spores again. So previously, if they were like seeds, they would just start growing in the same spot again, wherever you place them. But I think, yeah, they're just gone now. So you actually need planters for things to grow, which I think is a great change. It makes it automatable in a different way than everything else. And it works, and that's why I kind of love it. I'm gonna just cycle this around, honestly, while I do some other things. We're gonna need some cinder. Let's have a little cinder storage box right here. And we'll bring over some cinder. So I have cinder in this area. Let me just grab that. It's getting looped around because I made it loop around. There we go. Just like that. And also while I'm doing this, I want to ask you guys for, like, help. I love this game. I love this demo. There's so much stuff. I have a bunch of ideas that I want to do in here. One of my plans is to do some challenge runs, you know, with different challenges. One of those is, I think the one I'm going to do first, is actually like doing an efficient factory from scratch. Because again, a lot of the stuff I do here, I do it because it looks cool. It's massive, it's ginormous, it looks cool visually, you know, like, to show off what the game can do. But obviously it's not efficient. Like, there's like, the factory is empty right now, right? It's just a lot of empty space. I want to do like a lot more condensed factory and efficient factory. And have another couple different challenges in mind as well. What I want to do, I want to ask you guys, hey, what do you want to see? Right? I think everyone wants to see like a condensed, efficient factory with like, you know, slow processing. I think that's what's gonna be the #1 request. But I just want to see what you guys think. You know, I have a cool idea for like, I'm gonna spoil it for you. I'm gonna cover the entire map in hexagons, in like cells, like a beehive. And I want to try doing a factory inside that. That's one of the ideas. But I do want, you know, to see what you guys have to say. This place is, you know, it's a bit of a mess, I'm aware. Let me just extend this to the side a bit, just so it gets like more cycle than it is right now. That's cinder. Do we need more? I think we need a little bit more cinder. Let's take a look-see over here. We have what sand. Just put it. I'll just put it up here actually for now. Yeah, put the cinder in this area, and we might have to go underground to get a little bit more. I'm not sure we have quite enough. That's the wrong thing, but that's fine. Whatever. Put it down there. More cinder, please. And I think there's some in the cavern here, because this is full of yeah, it's full of garbage. I don't know who put that there. It wasn't me. I would never cause a mess like this. It was me, I admit it. It's all my fault. I think we're gonna have enough cinder actually to do what I want to do. Yeah, this should be a good amount. And I could use drones to carry these. That would be totally possible. Totally doable. But I kind of just want to keep the drones on the red sand duty for now. Because there's no way to, if I remove a drone, there's no way to replace it. So I kind of just want to keep the red sand flowing until we have a lot of it. We can like use it in the future. It's going to be a lot more important for us. Actually, the cinder is falling down. It's going right over here. What we'll do is we'll just like empty this. Yeah, we'll empty this and we'll have... I mean, we have the new replacement, right? So what we can do, filter, allow cinder. And I know this messes with the factory a bit. Yeah, just have it... Oh, hold on. Filter, allow cinder. I didn't hold control, you silly goose. There we go. Yeah, just like that. So it's gonna let the cinder in. It's gonna flow up here. It's gonna fall into this area. That's gonna be perfect. That's what we're gonna need. Okay, we can get rid of all of these. This is now all been filtered out. There's still some metals left, but that's fine. We'll also change this filter. So what we'll do is we'll actually go into filters here. And we'll go filter, block only. Because again, there's no more seeds. So that's actually simplifies stuff a bit. Previously, I couldn't do a block only wet spores because then seeds would fall through. But now there's no more seeds. So I think there's no more seeds, right? If anyone sees seeds, let me know, but I think they're just like gone. So now this will let everything through. Except, like eat it a bit. Except like the wet spores, which are gonna cycle around here, which is fine. I'm okay with that. I'm gonna actually turn this around to the other side in a sec. Actually, we'll do it right now. As soon as this like cycles around a bit, we'll have a little filter here, and let's go block only wet spores. Let's do it like this. Go make it go the other way. Seems great. We'll blow up this plant over here, and then what this is gonna do is gonna like limit the height of it. So we're just gonna go through here. And it's going to be thin, and it's going to be able to fall through the filter here with no problem. And all of these are going to come to this side, which is very important. We need that. All right, so what we want to do is we want to do, like, a little area. And again, I'm kind of starved for space here, which I'm not happy about, but whatever, dude. Whatever. We'll open up a bit more room like this, because why not? So what we'll do is we want to have planters. When I have filters, it's gonna be a whole endeavor. It's gonna be a whole endeavor. So let's have an area like this, right? Actually, we don't need these at the edges here. Let's have just normal conveyors at the edges. When I have this go to the right, is the plan. And then let's have 5 on this side and 5 on that side. So we have a 5 slot buffer. The reason for the buffer is gonna become very clear. But plants, they don't always grow straight up. They sometimes turn and sway. And I kind of want to grow plants, like, in the center. Actually, we don't need these for that. Just ignore everything I just said. We do want to keep it in the center, but we can actually just use filters. What we'll do is we'll have allow only cinder. That way, we have a conveyor belt that gold will not fall through. I'm gonna have lava inside this. Same with the burning slag. Gold will not fall into it because gold goes under lava and it displaces it and causes issues. With gold in here, it goes under lava and it's gonna just like be falling out, and that's not what we want. Actually, you didn't even see that because that's where my face is. Go over here to the lava. Drop the gold in the lava. Lava gets displaced. It gets wonky. It decays. It falls out. It's a disaster. Everyone's sad. We don't want that. We want things to be happy and great. Give me the gold here. We don't need that anymore. Why is this not moving anymore? Oh, it didn't replace all the... Interesting. It didn't replace all the filters? Allow gold. And they're going the left way. So did I not do this properly? Or is that like a glitch? That it doesn't replace everything. Maybe it only replaces one block at a time. Let's actually give it a really quick go. Close this menu. Let's have a couple of like these. Oh, I actually cannot place... These are irreplaceable? See that? Interesting. We can remove them. Oh god, what have I done? Didn't want that. Just like throw everything up here, please. Just throw it up. Oh god. What is this? Is this the right filter? It is. Okay. So we'll just copy this, right? That should be okay. It copied the block below, which is okay. I don't mind that. There, I'm also in the way, so whatever. We don't need this. These are all the right filters. Yes. Copy these and copy these. And everything's gonna go to the right. And that should be fine. We can actually just delete this. Like that. I want all the wet spores to go into the left, and we'll just move these up in a sec as well. There we go. I want to have this like separate. Get these wet spores. Again, these are like growing pains, right? For building a thing kind of retroactively. Just change these a bit. Just like that. And also, all of this can be a metallist filters now. That should be no problem at all. So let's have a allow only a metallist to go fall down. Hold control. It's gonna operate all of these. They all seem to be working fine. Okay, beautiful. Right. So what we want to do is this filter allows only cinder. We want to block this off. Like somehow. Like this. Temporarily, of course. And have like a big old good block, you know? Just a solid block so we don't drop stuff there by accident. We want to take the cinder and just like yeet it over there. Just smack it into the wall. That way the cinder is going to flow on the conveyor belt. And it's going to fully fill it up. That's very important for us. That's exactly what we want to see. But make it go all the way inside. Alright, I think I'm going to have more than enough. So we're going to just catch any strays in this little pit here. We might have to reuse it in a second. And then we can start burning it. Turning it into lava. I think lava has the same volume as cinder. But I'm actually not 100% sure. We just go through here. And just keep burning all of this. Make sure it all turns into lava. We don't want to actually the floating bits to go become lava. So this excess stuff. I'll put it back on the start. Just so it goes around and fills any holes that might have been left. Just burn all of this. And I think some of it is actually falling inside. Which I'm okay with. Yeah, because I think the cinder is a little bit bigger than the lava. I'm not sure. Not entirely sure. It does feel like it's kind of spreading out though. Make sure we have it again. Let's have a little edge at the end here. So everything that comes to the end here is gonna tell us that this is fully full. And we'll now grab all the cinder again. And just move it. Just grab all the cinder. And any lava that's excess should fall down. Grab a little bit, we'll have like a starting filter. Get all the cinder. Okay, let's do one more batch. So see if anything falls down. I think it's all fine. Nothing's falling in, this seems... I mean, it's falling in a bit, but it's okay. If you like break one of these. Yeah, there's like actual lava missing. Okay, let's do a bit more melting here. On both sides here. Melt all the cinder. Make sure it's all a full, right? That's what we want to actually do. I do actually a bit overkill. Yeah, let's have a bit of overkill cinder. Because any lava that's like a stray that's gonna, you know, stay behind, doesn't fit in the bottom layer, it's gonna decay, and that's okay. It is limited on the map, but there's plenty of it. There's more than I need. So I'm not too worried about it. Just make sure all this is burnt. It's gonna fly left and right. And now we have Is this Cinder? Cinder, okay. Oh god. Hold on, 7 is rocket. Burn this, please. Okay, it's going left and right. It does stop at some point, so that tells me there's a bit more holes here. Let's get this out as well. Do a bit more burning. I think we're good now. It's all flying left and right. Nothing's falling out. Nothing's falling off. Make sure all the cinders burnt. Yeah, okay, I think we're now in a good spot. It's all moving elsewhere. Beautiful. We'll just copy this. Beautiful, just like that. We have some excess lava here, which is a problem. It's gonna decay though. Move all the cinders we don't need to the side here. This lava's gonna disappear in like a minute. It'll be fine. So this is all lava now. That's great, that's beautiful. Make sure we don't drop it, because if we drop it, it's gonna be a friggin' disaster. And you can see these embers, right? They're flying off. They fly to about this high, right? That's about the reach. So what we want to do here is we want to place down planters. And the thing with planters, as you might recall, is amethyst falls through them. Gold falls through them. Wet spores do not fall through them. Very important. Let's actually put this on our hotbar here because we're going to need it. So we have a couple of places to put it. If we put it right next to the lava, that might sound like a great idea. The problem with that is it's all gonna get kind of clogged up and blocked after some time. Because we also, remember, the plants will grow, they will burn, but we want to get all the resources to go down here, right? We don't want to have everything blocked by spores. So what we'll do is we'll have another filter that blocks... It just blocks wet spores. It's gonna be like this. So this filter is gonna block wet spores from falling down here. That way they will never fall on this level. And we're actually gonna copy that twice and just have 2 levels of that. Just do this, hold C. Again, sometimes this doesn't work. No, I'm not forgetting to click the button. You hold shift, you hold C. Sometimes it just like does not work. It is what it is. I'm not forgetting to hold down the button. I'm not that dumb. So we have 2 layers of this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make a hole in it as well, right? So we'll do something like this. So these all block spores is the idea. We'll have a hole in this. Let's say 5 blocks on each side. So this way, all spores will always stay on top here, on top of this area. And they will also, like, if they drop over here, they're gonna stay on top as well. They're not gonna go down to the bottom, and they're not gonna, you know, like, clog everything up. That's the plan. I'm gonna get some planter boxes. I'm gonna fill this with planter boxes. So the idea is we are gonna be launching seeds over here. If spores, they fall down, they're gonna stay on top here. They will not go in the bottom layer because they're fully blocked off. There's a little wall here. They're gonna go in the top layer, and they're gonna slowly fall onto the planters. And they're gonna keep on moving and burning because the embers now burn plants. And they keep on burning, and once the spores fall down, they will fall back onto the other planters, and they keep on growing. Sometimes plants will go out of their area, out from the planter. That's why we have this like buffer zone. So even if a plant goes like very much left, it still can get burned by the lava. And if it goes to the right, same thing. And also if spores fall on the right, they're gonna fall back down here. And we're gonna loop them around. That is the idea behind this entire process. So we'll do some changes here. We'll put this over here. We'll change this loop buffer a bit as well. And we also will need a lot more room, because this is going to be super efficient. It's going to be great, actually. We're going to need more room for everything, but we can think about that in a second, because we do have to move some things around to make some other things possible as well. I have plans for the void bloom thing as well. We can do some cool things. Let's actually get this amethyst out of the way, just so it's like fully cleared off. So we want to move all of these, and the thing is, we just delete that. We can now use the replace tool to just do this. Beautiful. So we'll move this in the conveyor belt. And then over here, we're going to have a thrower. It's going to throw stuff to the top. Then we're going to have a solid block in the middle. This way, it's going to like kind of even it out. What's getting picked up from the left and the right. So everything on the right, the X is going to get cleared off. Guaranteed. Which is what we want to do. And of course, there's more efficient ways to do this probably. But this works. And I'm going to be happy with it. Let's do this. And we'll have a little thrower here. We do still want to have a wall in between, actually. So we'll do a thrower here. We'll have this be the solid block. And we'll have this be the conveyor belt. Just like that. And the reason we're doing this is even if like sometimes the metals and gold's gonna get stuck, but it's gonna get thrown up here back into the loop, and then it's gonna go over here. And since this blocks everything except wet spores, so for example, if we have, let's show an example. Let's say you have a lot of nonsense in here, and then you get a little bit of a, get some seeds, and you get some amethyles, and you get some gold, right? We'll also just like block this off because I don't want to start planting yet. If this comes into our thing, right? Into our thrower at the bottom, it's gonna get filtered out over here. And all the gold and all the amethyles is gonna stay on the bottommost layer because things can go through the planter. So this filters all of that out, so all the seeds get ready for planting, and all the resources stay on the bottom belt, unaffected by the lava. Keep on going through all the way. And they're gonna go over here in the edge. Of course, we will not have this. It's not gonna fall down. Now, I could just build this a bit lower, actually. I'm kind of feel like I should have built this a bit lower. It's very high up. It's fine. Yeah, it's okay. It doesn't really matter too much. I'm okay with that. Because I did want to kind of limit the flow of the resources to be like one line high, but we can do that if needed. I do kind of regret not having this a bit lower. So we'll have the thrower right here, is the idea, and we'll have a conveyor belt here. And it's all gonna get thrown out. We're gonna remove these blocks in a second here. So everything that comes in this area is gonna be wet spores and metals and gold, so it's gonna get suckled through the system. It's gonna get on the fire, it's gonna fall over here, get looped around, and then everything over here get looped around as well. I don't think we need this loop anymore. Let's try removing it. If we need it, we can re-add it. No, we do need it. I wish I had an undo button. We do need it because sometimes we might get... But if we have just like a height limit here, actually, it should be fine. So what we'll do is we'll just... No, we do it because amethyles might get through. Yes, let's have a height limit and the loop here. So just in case a amethyles comes through somehow, it can go back to where it belongs, which is far away from everything. You can go all the way to the right here as well, because why not? Okay, are you ready? I'm also going to do some cleaning. I have these pipes remover. By the way, we were out of water, so this is very quickly going to stop. Actually, it's fully closed off now anyway, so it doesn't matter. But this is going to be great. Also, we don't need this. Just have a normal block here. All right, you ready for the grand opening of the automatic plant burner? Let's give it a go. Okay, so we have all the spores coming in here. That's great, there's a lot of them. Also, we got to open up this one. Now, they're going to get like 50-50, right? Because it grabs from the edges. And there's no conveyor here, just like a solid block. You're going to start growing. And soon enough, you'll see the embers from the lava are going to go up. Any second now. It doesn't clog up here, but that's perfectly fine. We don't care about that. Because we just need a constant supply of like resources here. They're going to fall in anyways. As these things get processed. What I also want to do, again, I want to limit the flow of this. So we'll do this as well. Limit the flow. Limit the amount of stuff going in. We don't want to have too many resources. Okay, it's all breaking down. You can see amethyles and gold flowing down at the bottom here. Which is beautiful. And it's all on fire. And there's going to be more and more plants. You know, just slowly moving to the right as they fall off. It's slowly going to spread to the right. It might take a while. We could also just manually plant them on the right side. That's totally doable. You can see these things are getting like... stacked over here. We're going to the left, but they can still burn because we have them above the lava. It is a bit high up here, actually. This is a little bit tall, which I'm unhappy about. So we could like limit the height of it somehow. That would also fix a lot of our problems. We just limited the height of it to like where I said the lava goes. Maybe that's something I want to do. Let's do it like this. Let's have a height limit be like this, and we'll also limit the flow of it over here as well. Yeah, I think I like that. So it's gonna get cleared out over time on its own. And then let's just burn, explode these things over here that are on the outside that we don't want. It's like that, and we'll have it walled off on this side as well. Okay. That's gonna limit them, and that's gonna make it so they don't go too far. We don't want them. And you can see everything is flowing now. Now we need more amethyl storage. That is a big problem for us right now, actually. That is a big problem. We can just copy this a bit to just be higher up. And again, I'm holding C. Don't worry, I'm holding the button. Just like it doesn't work always. I know what I'm doing. Have it over here. That's okay, we don't need this. Actually, we should just have a thing here instead. There we go, just like that. And we can just copy these up here, and we can just delete these, and just copy this. Goes all the way higher. It's gonna be a slightly bigger storage. Still not enough, but it's gonna be a bit better. Okay, so these again, they will slowly move to the right as the seeds fall down. It could take a while though, so I'll just help them out manually. Yep. Do some spread the love. Get some seeds so we have a full-fledged farm. Beautiful. So now it's all gonna burn on its own. It's gonna stay there. It's gonna be great, dude. Beautiful. Beautiful. The spores are gonna get stuck in here. Actually, no spores will fall down because I do have the filter on the right as well. In my initial version, I only had it on the left. I guess some spores will fall down. That's okay though. We can just remove this filter, I think, fully, and just have it be free. But I do like the symmetry of it. Yeah, and sometimes these spores will come back. Also, like, free this off so we can have this walled off fully. And now they're growing manually. I'm gonna be getting a lot of resources, fully automated. You can just leave this, and just go away. Come back later. It's gonna work. It's gonna work like a charm. It's gonna be beautiful. The problem is we'll be getting a lot of this. And there's a lot of problems as well, because we have this mess of me showing things off. We can fix that though. These things are still duping, by the way. It's a lot of resources. You know, they're piling up. They're piling up. Let's actually increase the amount of restoring by quite a lot, because we will be using that for a lot of cool things. And yeah, these things are growing. Oh, there's a lot of metal is getting stuck in here, but that's okay. It's still moving. It is still moving. Can they grow through the filters? They cannot, right? They can? I'm not sure. Not sure if they can. If they actually, let me try that real quick. Can these grow through the filters? Let's copy like these filters and copy these. I'll just like drop like a couple of seeds. Oh, of course they won't be able to get in the filter, right? Doesn't really matter. But what if I get the filter to? No, I can't just have it to allow other stuff. Okay, never mind. This is not gonna work. It is automated though, and there's probably a better way to do it. Like do it on different tiers, split them up somehow. Whatever. This works though, and I like it. This is my jam right here. I'll also open this up a bit. Why not? Limited amount of stuff. Everything is going to the right. What we could also do, and what I kind of did in my experiments, I had like some throwers here as well, just like that, because that throws stuff to the right a bit sometimes, and it also limits the flowers. We don't need this one. Doesn't really throw them that far, actually. Hold on. We need to have it lower. Yeah, just have them like this. Remove all of these, actually. Have a couple of them like this. Beautiful. That way they're gonna get like thrown around, get into different plants. It might be a bit more efficient. The important thing is they are burning resources. It's flowing. We don't have enough room to store this stuff. That is a big problem. There's a lot of gold here. We need to find a way to solve that. So how do we do that? Well, we need to... First of all, this is a problem. We need to get the void bloom without using the drones back in here. Now, you might see that we're not really processing sand anymore. What we'll do is we'll just like block this off. This is the same. This is the input from the bottom of our base, right? Just block this off fully. We don't want any nonsense coming in here. And that way we can just recycle this area of the base. Because we dug out a lot of the sand, most of it. There's still some left. Once we get that out, we can do like a better system for it. I'm gonna reuse some things now. Because I want to. So, what we'll do is we want to have this destroyed. Just like that. Gold can fall down here. Real quick. Because this is where the gold goes anyways, so let's just open this up. Have all the gold come down here. Get rid of that way very easily. I'll just open this up fully, why not? And all plummet where we want it to be. Have it walled off like this. Come up with different solutions in the future. It's not a today me problem, right? It's a future me problem. I love that you can just hold control and just wipe over everything. It's so great. Such a lovely change, dude. It's amazing. It's so good. It's so great. Okay, I get this Walled off, and then we'll wall this off as well. Just like that. We'll move this a bit closer. By closer, I mean we'll move it higher up. Let's blow these up if we can. The flux site just in the air. Give me some, give me some, give me some. Beautiful. We don't want any of these. There's some random slag. Okay. Put it over there, I guess. That's fine. And let's have all of our void bloom go down here. If we just drop it into this area, we have this little slag box. We can like save for. We can just move the slag box actually down here because this is the one. Sorry, this tinder. Tinder I needed to make the auto planter, auto burner. Break this open like that. This also, none of this is all old stuff that is not relevant at this moment because I'm not doing stuff with this. Get this out of the way. Like that. What is this? Cinder? I don't want. Put this in the wrong spot. Darn it. Hold on. Break this open. Put it in the wrong spot. That's okay. Void bloom is actually fine. Pick up the water, get it out of the way, put it in the storage container on the right. So what we'll do is we want to get rid of this lava as well. And I'm okay with just destroying it, so I'll just do like this, a big old area, and we'll just like break, refill. It's gonna split them into like two different areas, two different like bits of lava. None of them are a full line, so they will all decay in a second or so. The steam, we can just drag manually. Put it like wherever. Because we don't need this. And we're going to use this area to extend our metal storage. Because we need a lot of it. We need absurd amounts of metal storage. We're going to be getting so much of it when we turn on the water for our wet spores. Okay, that's all the sand out of the way. So metalies can go down here. Move all the bloom to the side. Just like that. Get rid of all of this. Okay, a metal storage can be absurdly big. All the way here, big. I'm okay with that. Then over here, we'll just break this open. And of course, there's one little pixel of a metalese here. I'm trying to like pick it up, but it picks up the void bloom. I don't know why. It just like, it says a metalese. There we go, we got it. We got it. We got a bunch of it as well. I don't know if that's intended, but I guess just picked up stuff from here. That's fine. Also, there's some red sand just chilling in the filter. That's not good. Metal's gonna go in here. We can just unload all of this to free up the flow for us. It's gonna be great, and we do want to keep getting it back up. So we'll just extend this, and then the void bloom can all just fall down into this bit right here. Get a little conveyor belt on the side. Can all be funneled into here. Like that. Like this. So it's all gonna go here. It's all gonna flow into this area. And then we want to do an actual spot for the flux emanator. Let's see. On the bottom. So what we'll do, get a flux emanator. Like in the middle-ish location. This seems... I don't think there's a clear middle here. Actually, you can use the... I think I've showed this off. If you do this and you hold down V, it says 44 tiles, so there is no actual middle here. So what we can do is we can just do this. And now we know this 43 tiles, so like 21 tile and 21 tile makes the middle. Beautiful. And we'll extend this a bit. We'll place the flux emanator, let's say here-ish, right? Seems like... Actually, let's place it at the bottom, because we want to have storage for it as well. Yeah. Have a little V shape like this, and we don't need any of these on the sides. We just to figure out where the middle was. Extend the edges here. Just like that. Our big old container for the flux. Beautiful. Emanate all the flux ever. That's what we're gonna do. We have a big old box for the flux. More than we ever reasonably are gonna need, actually. And then what we'll do is we'll have a lovely storage. So let's remove this, extend this, and we'll have a filter that allows only void bloom. You're gonna have it all the way here. That way it's not gonna fall down, it's gonna get split out evenly, and we'll have just a little yeeter here to yeet stuff. Now we can just unleash. Unleash heck. Just like that. Beautiful. Alright, so now we have void bloom flowing into our emanator in a thin line. We have plants automated, which is awesome. Just need a little bit of water in here. You can get that easily. With the rockets. Actually, I also think it's blocked off now. Go down here, I think there's a bunch of gold, yeah. From before. And I was like doing some experiments with the duping. Just block this off fully. I mean, it also is empty of water, but you know, that's a whole different story. We'll get that going in a sec. Okay. So, let's go up here. What I want to do is I found a great way to do this. It's actually going to be amazing. So this is all going to get spread out. This is no longer a void bloom storage. This is just like the area where it was, right? We're going to make this a bit bigger. Is the idea. Let's actually move some of this manually. So we speed it up a tad. What I want to do... That should be, I think... I mean, we could just go all the way down there, dude. Just go all the way here with this. Just like that. Yeah, let's do it like that. Plenty of room. We're gonna copy this. Put it like here, right? That seems great. This is all flowing. It's going to the thing. It's gonna take a while, but that's okay. We're gonna have this thing as a filter. And then what we want to do is this one is going to the right. Going to the right. So then we want to have like a wall on this side. Like that. It's gonna be a bit of a mess here. I'm sure everything is like blocked off. It's gonna fall down. It's okay if it falls down, whatever. Let's have a full wall here. We're gonna have a launcher here that launches stuff back. We don't need this. All the way. The launcher launches stuff to the left. Also missing a thing here that's doing the wrong launching action. And I have one over here as well. Get stuff back in the loop. So we have things going, I said, to the right here, right? Going to the right. Then we want to do like a zigzag, right? A zigzag pattern like this. So I want to have it all be like one thin line. Because that way when it gets to the bottom, it always gets filtered out. So we'll just select this. And we'll move out of the way. And we'll copy this a couple times. Just like this. Get the zigzag line going. We'll also break this open. This might be too big, but I like the look of it, dude. I just like the look of it, man. Put it here. Oh, it doesn't actually overwrite when there's stuff in the way. Darn it, dude. I mean, I can just do it manually, I guess. And it's gonna clear on its own after some time. So we have these things. Let's actually move a couple of top ones. Because we want to have room. No, let's add like a top one. One more area here. So what we want to do is I figured out a cool little way. I'm probably not the first one to like notice it, but I did kind of figure it out on my own. If we have red sand flowing in here with a conveyor belt, have it like this. There's gonna be a lot of it coming in. It's gonna be like a full line of it coming in nonstop. But if we instead have a solid block here, it's not gonna be able to go. Like if we have a bunch of red sand, it's not gonna be able to go anywhere. If you then place down a single launcher on it, it's gonna throw a couple of blocks every second, right? That works great. If you place 2 blocks, same thing, right? It goes like 2 blocks every now and then. But if you place a block in the corner, you actually kind of limit the flow even more. So you slow it down significantly by having like 1 block in the corner like that. Yeah, and you can limit it even more by adding like another one. So you can limit the amount of stuff that's actually falling in here by doing something like this. And I think that's wonderful. I think that's really cool. I think that's great. So we'll do this. We'll copy this line over here. And then we'll turn this to the left. And then over here, we'll add a little conveyor belt. We don't need the filters anymore. So we can just delete these. And we'll have a little yeet thing. Also, there's some void bloom that we don't want here. Just try grabbing all of that, please. Here we go. Yeah, I'll have this little yeet thing over here. So sometimes we'll get extra blocks, and it's gonna get filled up. Let's actually have the thing go all the way down, I guess. Yeah. I guess we don't need one on the right, but whatever. Just like filters out a bit. So this is gonna be A lot of stuff here, and we'll do the exact same thing with the thrower, with like the limited amount of it coming through. The cool thing about this is, if you're like, hey, I don't want to have things anymore, you just block it off like this. You know, if say I have way too much red sand or whatever, just block it off with a block. It's gonna get cleared out after a while. It's gonna stop new pixels from coming in, and it's gonna be great. So we can kind of limit the amount of stuff that's coming through here. So we'll kind of spin in a loop. Right now, as you can tell, we have not enough red sand. So we want to have more red sand, so let's increase the amount of that. We'll also drop some in manually, just like that. We'll drop some metals manually as well. Beautiful. Plants are still growing, by the way. They're still going. Love to see it. Lava is still super full. We do need more water, so we'll just do some more quick water generation here. There's also water on the ground that could like pipe out if I wanted to, but you know, we have infinite water right here. We can also use ice with the Cryo Blaster. Did I mention it has a new icon? I think I did, right? Everything has a new icon now. Just do this. Get a couple of water bits. Make sure we have plenty. We can also release all the steam because there's like steam in various spots that we don't really care about too much right now. Is it like reachable easily? It's right over here. Just by doing this, just move it to the side, all the way. Oh, interact. That also new tooltips. Interact with sky to create rain. That's like so useful to know when you're like brand new. It's clear. You know, it can say, hey, it makes rain if you touch the sky. Now you know. Get a bunch of this water here. There's also better ways to do this, but whatever, dude. We could just cycle it through here, but I'll have to delete some stuff, which I don't really want. Okay, water should be back online. Our spore weather is working. It's not the best one. I need to make a better one, but it does work. The spores coming in. Some of them go through here to get stuck. That's okay, that doesn't happen very often. But we do want to have this loop just in case it happens, so it doesn't get, like, stuck fully. All the metal is falling down here. It's getting thrown to the side. Also kind of want to... Let's remove these, and then we'll just move... not copy. We'll just move this to the bottom. Because they're getting hitting the ceiling, and they're getting stuck over there. I'm gonna let them go through more easily. There also is some red sand over here. I didn't even think of that. Alright. We don't need that block. I think it's fine. I think we're missing more red sand. And now I think we have a good ratio, so let's unblock both of these. Let's have them both coming in at the same side. Maybe a bit more red sand. But it's gonna keep looping, and it's not gonna get stuck. It's gonna keep making us some void bloom. It's falling down here, it's getting into our pit here, where it's slowly growing. Oh, I just realized I messed up. This needs to be conveyor belts. Thankfully. Yo. I love this change so much, dude. You can just do things automatically. It's beautiful. This is growing. We have the metallese tank getting full. We have our spores getting processed at a decent rate. And if we ever want to speed it up, we could have this duplicated. We have two of these. You know, just like copy it out, spread it out differently. And we could also just like plant some spores manually. If you say, hey, I think we don't have enough spores, let's increase the amount of it. Why not? Just got a couple more in here. Just eat them over there, dude. Beautiful. Beautiful. We could also maybe like launch them from the top. Just have them like fall down from the top. That could also work. But the fact that the embers from lava now interact with the world, it's incredible. It's such a good change because like it makes plants automatable easily. With many different designs. But also it's like it's an effort. It takes some thinking. You gotta think of a design. You can improve it. You can do an awful design that's gonna work. Example number one. You can also improve it in a lot of ways, but you can figure it out on your own. It's doable, totally doable, and it's just great. It's totally different than anything else. It's different than doing slag automation. It's different than doing like spore automation. It's different than any other system. You have to make a brand new system to make this new resource, and you can automate it. It's so good. It's outstanding, dude. I just love it. We have plenty of spores. We will run out of spores at one point, by the way. And we might need to do some more sand automating, which I just destroyed half my factory to get this going. So, you know, it was a mess anyways. I don't think much was lost over there anyways. Yeah, this is like working great. Love to see it. It works, trust me. I let it run for like an hour. Another save, and it just eats it up. It's beautiful. It's perfect. And I had like such a massive purple ball here. It was like ginormous. I love it. I love this update. It's so great. Yeah, I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you all so much for watching. My name's been Twisted from HoneyBunnyGames, and I will see you next time.